Welcome back to Market Pros. My name is Brian, and here we have Bitcoin on the daily. All right, so as you see, we have rolled over. Uh, Looks like we're trying to roll over right now. Your 21's curling over, fell below your 21, probably coming down to 21K. Maybe even lower, 2,700, 20,700. What we don't want to fall below is this VPVR level in 20,400. We do that, we're going to be in deep, deep trouble. Um, so we're going to go over what's probably going to happen in the bullish and bearish cases. So here we go. Right now, your momentum oscillators, pretty bearish. Signal line on your RSI is a negative slope, bouncing off that bearish control zone. MACD, strong downside curvature, negative momentum's picking up as your BBWP is expanding. Moving average is even starting to curl back around. So pressure is to the downside right now. All right. You're probably going to enter the bearish control zone, at least a little bit. You're going to find major support down here at these lows at the 40.2 region on the RSI. MACD's probably going to find some support down at the zero line. So that's what I'm saying. We could probably come down to the 50 at about 21K. Definitely, most likely get a bounce there. And then if we fall below that, I mean, we're probably going to come down to 20,400. I wouldn't even be surprised if we get a wick down to 20,750. And that's if we just pull back to the 50. You got this VPVR level right here. Wouldn't be surprised if you get a wick down to there. Let's go to the 8-hour. All right, so your 8-hour being held down by the 100 right now. 21's crossing the 50. Trend is starting to curl over to the downside. You are in the bearish control zone for your RSI, coming out of that oversold region. So probably gonna get a little more of a bounce here. Possibly, well, you're testing your signal line right now, so you could get rejected by the 100. Now, if you can get back above the 100, you're probably going to come up to 22,350, where your 21 is. Now, if you break above that, that's a different story. We'll go over the bullish and bearish case here in a minute. MACD. Negative momentum is picking up, but it's starting to wane. All right, your MACD is curling over, but I mean, you could come up and test this signal line and continue on to the downside. BBWP starting to get up there. Moving average has a positive slope. So if this thing curls over and gets below its moving average, we're probably going to consolidate. That is not exactly what I think is going to happen. Let's go to the 4-hour. 4-hour being held down by the 200. Moving averages all have negative slopes. Besides for your 200, it takes a while to catch up. Did have that multi-moving average crossover right here. Fan out confirmation right here lets you know to go short. Bearish control zone on your RSI, pointing to the upside though. Could get a bounce up to maybe the 22,050. MACD, fresh cross to the upside. On the current tick though, BBWP is starting to curl around. So that's what I'm saying. You can have a little more of a bounce here, maybe to 22. Then finish your pullback. I do think the pullback has a little more to it. Let's go to the 1-hour. Here on your 1-hour, being held down by the 50 and this VPVR level. MACD, probably going to find some resistance here on this zero line. Positive momentum is stable, but we're going to find out if you can cross that signal line with some that zero line with some follow through of your signal line. Then I do think you would have the potential to maybe get up to the 22,300. RSI, leaving that bearish control zone, getting above that, getting to that bullish control zone. But remember, there's major resistance at the bottom of the bullish control zones. BBWP is crossing the moving average to the upside, both having a positive slope. So 22K could go to there and then get rejected. And then if we fall back below this low at 21,500, probably going to go to 21. If you break 21, you're probably going to go, well, remember, we could still go to this 50. So if you break 21, you're probably at least going to get a wick down to 20,700. Break 20,700, you're probably going to 20,400. You break 20,400, that is not going to look good at all. All right, bullish case. Bullish case, I mean, you got to get back above this 200 to 20,000. 22,750. Basically, these last lows. We need to get above there. I would honestly even like to see us get above this POC at 22,900. That's what I would really like to see in order for me to be bullish. 22,900. If that happens, probably going to get a pretty quick move up to 24,250. It's going to happen quick, in my opinion. Now remember, you break 20,400, we're probably going to see new lows. I'm going to go ahead and move this alert all the way over here. Extend, because I want to know if that breaks, and you can kind of tell what I'd be doing there. But yeah, if that breaks, I mean, you're probably gonna revisit the get the full retrace, go back down to about 18K. So yeah, we would probably go all the way back, well, maybe even 17,200. Probably all the way down to this POC, point of control, and the VPVR right here at about 16.8. That would be my guess. So let's go over the order blocks real quick. Got rejected from that double bearish supply block. It's pretty strong now too. This is going to be major resistance. Like I said, if we could get that swift move up to 250, that's going to be major resistance. Your stochastic is coming out of an oversold region on the daily, okay? Fresh cross to the upside. So do we get a bounce to 22,600? That would make sense to me. Or we could have a little bit more of this pullback, then do it. I do think we do revisit 22,600 at some point. All right. Let's go over to this chart. We were talking about this. This is Wyckoff schematic. All right. We were talking about, look at this. Look at that measured move. Almost right on the money. But this was distribution. All right. So you had your markup, distribution. All right, so first you had your preliminary supply, buying climax, automatic reaction, secondary test, minor sign of weakness, upthrust. Then we had two upthrust after distributions with their tests. All right, then you had your final last point of supply, and then you fell below the range low. This was the measured move, almost right on the money, and that's where we bounced from. Was at 20,440. And that's directly where we bounced from. Now, that 22,400 is coming in at the bottom of that range. So that number came up again. Let's go back here. 22,000. Okay, so 22,600. But 22,400 would bring you basically at these last wick lows. So we're going to have major resistance in between those 2 points. All right. But yeah, if we get back up to the bottom of that range, that's still going to be major resistance. Could get rejected. It wouldn't surprise me if we do, though, because then you would kind of have a BART action. You know what I mean? And then we'll come back to it. Alright, so that's about it for Bitcoin. If you guys like this video so far, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below. One being the Discord. A lot of good conversation about crypto, trading, investing, markets as a whole. Also, turn on those bell notifications so you get notified with this time-sensitive content. Everybody's telling me all the time they're not getting these notifications. You got to turn those bell notifications on. Click the bell. Go to all. Alright? Then you will get notified every time I post content. I will be getting back into posting every single day. Like I said, my apologies. It's been a hectic week. A lot of crazy shit's been going on. Trying to pack up for moving. You know, studying a lot of homeowners insurance, stuff like that. Not like you guys care, but you figured I'd say. Alright, so Ethereum, similar story here. Trying to get above that 50. Coming up to that bullish control zone. Probably going to find some major resistance there. BBWP skyrocketing, moving average having a positive slope. MACD trying to get above that zero line. Ethereum don't look too bad right now. If we can get above this 50, if we can get above the 50 at 1542 on a 1 hour closure, probably going to come up to the POC, point of control in the VPVR, and the 100 at 1585. All right, we break that. Probably next stop is the 200, 1620. Break 1620. 1685 is going to come pretty quick. Now, bearish case. We're going to go over this quick because it's not too much different from Bitcoin. 1500 to the downside. You break 1500. 1400 is next. I mean, you're kind of at an inflection point with Ethereum right now. So 1500 breaks, 1400 is next. Stay nimble. Solana. Solana, similar story, but I mean, you're kind of breaking the range low, or that last low right there. Kind of coming back up for a retest right now. Your RSI, once again, testing the bottom of that bullish control zone, testing the zero line on the MACD as your BBWP is starting to expand. If you can break the 50, I'd say, we'll say $20.95. All right, you break that on a 1 hour closure, you're probably going to come up to the 100 at 21.85. Then take it moving average by moving average, 22.80. Next stop would be the POC at 23.35. After that, I mean, 24.50 is in the cards. You break this last low, $20, nice even number. You break $20, you're probably going to 1750. 1750 breaks, 1640s next. All right. So, I mean, that's about it. If you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel. Turn on those bell notifications. And I wish everyone well. I will see you tomorrow.